This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home, the return of the drive home. Where it finished, Millwall 3.
Watford 0.
Millwall 3, Watford 0. Yes, we are back. We are back from a hiatus. I've done my back in, so we missed a couple of games through that. There's a long story why we didn't do it the last home game. We were at it. Obviously, we won 2-0 against Middlesbrough.
2-1.
Was it? No, it's 2-0, wasn't it?
It was 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 against Middlesbrough. We didn't do a drive home because of an incident, which I may divulge at some later date. And then because of that, we didn't go to Bristol City, which was a gutter, obviously, to miss the first away win. But we were certainly there today, and what a fantastic performance. First half performance. I completely got it wrong in terms of predicting the lineup and what we should do. We stayed with the same formation we've been playing, and we were absolutely fantastic from start to finish. Watford looked absolutely frazzled with the direct balls into the box. They just did not know how to deal with it. We were eating up the second balls from Cooper, and that makes so much of a difference. But just the intent, the press. We've just looked so much better with 4 at the back, and obviously we've been saying it for a long period of time as fans, and it's taken Gary Rowett to buy into what we've been saying. I don't know whether he's done it because of us, but I know that his job was certainly on
the line.
Yeah, it was certainly on the line, regardless of results. Performances just weren't there, and football was quite boring to watch. So that's turned around. If you don't mind, put a like on the video. Subscribe to the Mill Drive Home if you're not subscribed. We really appreciate your comments. We appreciate the likes. And let's get to the game. So we started off with 2 changes. Murray Wallace obviously going out with an injury. So we had Long in goal, a back 4 of Danny McNamara at right back. Left back was Scott Malone. The centre back pairing that's been fantastic for years in Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper. In front of them, Billy Mitchell and George Saville. Right wing?
Yeah, it was.
Right wing, right midfield was Vogelsammer. Left wing was
Mason Bennett.
Yes, Mason Bennett. And what a difference Mason Bennett makes to this team.
Yeah.
Honestly, in
He's
terms
so
of attacking,
injury prone though.
He's
He
injury
is so
prone,
injury
but
prone.
the attacking difference that he makes to the team is unbelievable. And then we had Fleming just behind Tom Bradshaw, who kept his scores against Bristol City. Deservedly kept his place. I did potentially put the fact that you want Vogelsammer up front and to see what he does, but he's got a lot of pace. Vogelsammer, I was surprised the pace that he had. Yes, a few of the Watford players to the ball.
Very quick.
Obviously, we had a bit of luck with the balls falling, but like I said, the intent was there, and the first goal comes from, and this is why Long's in the team over Bart. A fantastic ball from Long. Route 1 as Route 1 could get. A bad mistake from a Watford player that's playing out of position, heads it into Tom Bradshaw, but he's got an awful lot to do, and it's a fantastic finish. You were down.
I was down by the pitch, and I was saying pass it, because I think it was like Vogelsammer. He was right there. If Tom Bradshaw would have squared it, it would have been a goal, definitely.
But he didn't square it, and he volleyed it bang into the bottom right hand corner to put us 1-0 up. Gets the crowd involved. Watford were quite vocal until then, but I think that kind of knocked them a little bit for 6. The second goal comes from a deep. The one silly thing that you think from Watford is don't give us set plays if you can help it. Some stupid fouls from them where we're not really going to we're not really dangerous, and they've committed fouls. A mistake. The second one is a ball from deep. Into, I think it's Cooper that wins the head on, the flick on. Mason Bennett does really well running down the side of the pitch. Fantastic a ball across the box, and Tom Bradshaw is in the right place at the right time. It's what happens when you're on a bit of form, and he puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. But we didn't sit back at that stage. We kept pressing. I think the last one was from a throw-in. Zian Fleming was causing them all kind of problems with his.
today in the ball boy room they were saying, oh, and whoever sits at the corner here and the corner there, they get a towel because they give it to Zion Fleming so he can wipe the ball up.
And it was really dangerous. And Watford, you know, not only were they not winning the first ball, they certainly weren't winning the second ball either. And that's really dangerous in and around your box. Again, Cooper wins the flick on. I think it drops to Vogelsammer and then falls to Bradshaw at his feet. And Bradshaw does really well in this situation. He doesn't shank it. He does, again, confidence makes a massive deal, especially to strikers. He takes the touch, cuts inside, drills it into the with his, I think it was with his left foot across the goalkeeper to make us 3-0 up. And then for the rest of the game, we just defend resolutely and solidly. And not just sitting back, like I said, pressing at the right time. Zion Fleming's pressing was fantastic. You know, if I break down each individual performance, Long,
solid,
but his distribution was really good, and obviously he makes the save in the last 2 minutes. Danny McNamara and Scott Malone, both defensively really good. Yeah. Hutchinson intercepts the ball so well, so strong in the tackle. Cooper the same.
Just Wednesday.
A fabulous mention for the two central midfielders. George Saville, you know, the last 3 or 4 weeks has been absolute quality. You know, as we've changed formation, he's really come into his own and really enjoyed this kind of position. Billy Mitchell, you know, pushed for me man of the match. He
is just so good. People don't know this, like recognise this about Billy Mitchell.
They're getting there. They're starting to recognise it. You know, we've been saying it all along, but
so good.
We've always been fully fledged members of the Billy Mitchell fan club, but he really is showing everyone what he's got. You know, he done a great bit where he's broken up the play, turned the defender, and then puts the ball forward for us to go on the attack. And little things like that make so much of a difference. Fleming is absolute class, and his work rate is superb. Tom Bradshaw's work rate today was fantastic. Every single player on the pitch, you know, really was good. Like I said, second half they did stand out. Second half, we like I said, we sat deeper, but the press, as soon as they came into a half, we pressed them, we put them under pressure. We didn't commit silly fouls. We didn't, not that many silly fouls. The two big chances for Watford came in injury time.
And I think they were both from the same attack as well.
Yeah, maybe about a minute afterwards. But there was a ball in the box, fell to the Watford player. He's got to score. To be fair, he's in the middle of the goal and somehow hits the post. And then a good play down the right. He's running, and Long does really well to come out and block the ball and keep big and stops them from scoring. And I think we deserved the clean sheet overall, and deserved all 3 points. And it's, you know, we've got a big game on Saturday with Jed Wallace's return to the Den, and obviously he'll get a Millwall reception. And then
I want you to put in the comments: are you going to boo him or are you going to clap him when he gets on the ball?
He should be getting grief for the full 90 minutes, and then after 90 minutes, I personally think he then gets. He gets clapped away, but it depends. Obviously, it depends if he scores. It depends if we win. We can be a right bunch of so and so's when we lose. So let's see what happens with that. Obviously, you know, it's just great to see us with an attacking intent. You know, forget about who we're playing, and that's, to be fair, I forgot that earlier. We are good enough to beat anyone in this division, certainly at home. Yes, the table says we're 4 points off of. Can't look good in that light. 4 points off the top position, but we're probably only 8 points off the bottom. It's the way the Championship is. But it's great to have all 3 points, and we're driving. Although we're stuck going into the Rotherhithe Tunnel, we really do appreciate your comments. Certainly with people asking if everything was okay. Yes, it was okay. My back's a lot better. Zac's got over the mistreatment that he got for the Middlesbrough game, and we'll be back again on Saturday. There is only one way we can end it: with 3 goals, with 3 points, with Zac and TT. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yes.